What is the key to learning English quickly? Hi everyone! Welcome to my channel. Today, I want to ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why kids and teenagers learn English so fast? Think about it. They move to a new country, go to school, and in just a few months, they start speaking English like they've known it forever. It's like magic, right? But here's the big question. Why can they do it so quickly while many adults struggle for years? Is it because they're smarter? Is it because they have better memories? Or maybe it's because they have some special talent that adults don't have? Let me tell you something that will surprise you. It's none of these things. Kids and teenagers don't learn English faster because they're smarter. They learn faster because of one powerful secret. Stay with me, because in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what that secret is. I'll explain how it works. And most importantly, I'll show you how you can use this same secret to learn English faster, no matter how old you are. Are you ready? Here it is. The key is immersion. Yes, you heard that right? Immersion. Today, we're going to reveal why kids often learn English faster than adults and how you can use the same trick to supercharge your own English skills. Get ready for some mind-blowing facts that will change the way you think about learning English forever. First, let's talk about what immersion really means. Imagine jumping into a pool of English words and swimming around all day. That's immersion. It's when you're surrounded by English everywhere you go. Kids in English-speaking countries experience this all the time. They hear English in class, chat with friends in English, and even do their homework in English. It's like they're living in an English bubble. But here's the shocking truth. Kids aren't smarter than adults when it comes to learning languages. So why do they seem to learn faster? The answer will blow your mind. Kids learn quickly because they have no choice. In school, everything is in English. They must use it to understand their teachers and make friends. It's like being thrown into the deep end of a pool. You either swim or sink. Kids also want to fit in with their friends, so they try super hard to speak English well. And the best part? They practice all day, every day, without even realizing it. Now, you might be thinking, that's great for kids, but what about me? Well, get ready for some amazing news. Adults can learn just as fast as kids. Yes, you heard that right. The problem is that most adults don't have the same chances for immersion. They don't spend all day in an English environment. They're often scared of making mistakes, and they don't have as much free time to practice. But don't worry, we've got a secret weapon for you. You can create your own English immersion world even if you don't live in an English-speaking country. Are you ready for some life-changing tips? Here they come. First, turn your TV into an English teacher. Watch shows and movies in English. Use English subtitles if you need help. It's like having a personal English tutor right in your living room. Next, make your phone speak English. Change the language on your phone and social media to English. Every time you check your messages or scroll through Instagram, you'll be learning. Here's a mind-blowing trick. Start thinking in English. When you see something, say the word in English in your head. It's like having an English workout for your brain all day long. Want to take it to the next level? Talk to people in English. join online groups, or find language exchange partners. It's like having English-speaking friends from all over the world. And here's the most important secret of all. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Making mistakes is how you learn. It's like falling off a bike. You get back up and try again, and soon you're riding like a pro. Now, prepare to have your mind blown one more time. Are you ready? Teenagers aren't special when it comes to learning English. They just learn faster because they're surrounded by English all day. And guess what? You can do the same thing. The key to learning English super fast is to immerse yourself as much as possible. Use English every single day in every way you can. It doesn't matter if you're 15 or 50. You can learn if you surround yourself with English and never give up. Let's recap this mind-blowing information. 1. Immersion is like swimming in a pool of English words all day. 2. Kids learn fast because they're forced to use English all the time. 3. Adults can learn just as fast if they create their own English world. 4. Watch English TV. Change your phone to English, think in English, and talk to people in English. 5. Don't be afraid of mistakes. They're your stepping stones to success. Now, let's dive deeper into each of these amazing points and discover how you can use them to supercharge your English learning. First, let's talk more about immersion. Imagine you're learning to cook. Would you rather read a cookbook or actually cook in a kitchen every day? Of course, you'd choose the kitchen. That's what immersion is like for language learning. When you're surrounded by English, you're not just studying it, you're living it. Think about all the English you encounter in a day. There's English on TV, in music, on the internet, and even on product labels. Each of these is a chance to learn. Every time you hear or read English, your brain is soaking it up like a sponge. The more you expose yourself to English, the faster you'll learn. It's like magic. Now, let's look at why kids seem to learn so fast. Picture a classroom full of kids. The teacher speaks English, the books are in English, and all the kids are chatting in English. It's like an English factory. Kids have no choice but to use English all day long. And here's the amazing part. They don't even realize they're learning. They're just living their lives, and English becomes a natural part of it. But here's the exciting news. You can create this same environment for yourself. You don't need to be a kid or live in an English-speaking country to learn fast. You just need to be clever and use some amazing tricks to bring English into your daily life. Let's start with TV and movies. Did you know that watching English shows can be just as good as taking an English class? It's true. When you watch shows in English, you're hearing real conversations, learning new words, and even picking up on cultural references. It's like having a fun, entertaining English teacher right in your living room. Here's a pro tip. Start with shows you already know and love in your own language. Watch them in English with English subtitles. You'll be amazed at how much you understand. As you get better, try watching new shows in English. Before you know it, you'll be binge-watching English shows like a native speaker. Next, let's talk about your phone. It's probably the thing you look at most during the day, right? So why not turn it into an English teacher? Changing your phone's language to English might seem scary at first, but it's an incredible way to learn. Every time you check the time, read a message, or open an app, you'll be practicing English. It's like having tiny English lessons all day long. Social media is another goldmine for English learning. Follow English-speaking celebrities, join English language groups about topics you love, or even start posting in English yourself. It's a fun way to practice reading and writing, and you might even make some English-speaking friends. Now, here's a mind-blowing trick that will really speed up your learning. Start thinking in English. It sounds crazy, but it works. When you see something, try to think of the English word for it. See a dog? Think dog instead of the word in your language. It's like giving your brain a constant English workout. At first, this might feel slow and difficult. You might only know a few words. But don't give up. The more you practice, the faster and easier it will become. Before you know it, you'll be thinking in English without even trying. Talking to people in English is another super powerful way to learn. But we know it can be scary to speak a new language. What if you make a mistake? What if people don't understand you? Here's a secret. Everyone makes mistakes when learning a language. Even native speakers make mistakes sometimes. The key is to be brave and keep trying. Every time you speak English, you're getting better, even if you make mistakes. In fact, mistakes are good. They show you what you need to learn next. It's like a roadmap for your English journey. There are so many ways to practice speaking English. You can join online language exchange groups, where you help someone learn your language while they help you with English. Or you can find English conversation groups in your area. You could even start a study group with friends who are also learning English. The more you speak, the more confident you'll become. Remember, learning a language is like learning to ride a bike. At first, you might wobble and fall, but you get back up and try again. Soon, you're riding smoothly without even thinking about it. Language learning is the same. Keep practicing, and one day you'll realize you're thinking, speaking, and even dreaming in English. Now, let's address a big myth. The idea that kids are better at learning languages than adults. This simply isn't true. Adults have many advantages when it comes to language learning. You have more life experience, which means you understand more concepts. You're better at setting goals and sticking to them. And you can choose to immerse yourself in English in ways that interest you. The real difference is that kids are usually in situations where they have to use English all the time. But as an adult, you can create these situations for yourself. You can choose to surround yourself with English every day. And when you do, you'll be amazed at how quickly you learn. Here's another exciting fact. Learning English as an adult can actually be more fun than learning as a kid. Why? Because you get to choose what you learn and how you learn it. Love sports? Watch English sports broadcasts. Crazy about cooking? Follow English language recipe videos. Interested in science? Listen to English podcasts about scientific discoveries. The possibilities are endless. By learning English through topics you love, you'll stay motivated and interested. You won't even feel like you're studying. You'll just be enjoying yourself in English. Now, let's talk about some more practical tips for creating an English immersion environment. 1. Label everything in your house with English words. Every time you look at your coffee mug or your bookshelf, you'll be learning. 2. Keep an English diary. Write a few sentences every day about what you did or how you feel. It's great writing practice. 3. Listen to English music and try to understand the lyrics. Music is a fun way to learn new words and phrases. 4. Play English language games on your phone or computer. Learning through play is incredibly effective. 5. Read English books that match your level. Start with children's books if you need to, and work your way up. 6. Use English language learning apps. Many of these are designed to feel like games, making learning fun and addictive. 7. Set specific goals for your English learning. Maybe you want to understand a full TV episode without subtitles, or have a 10-minute conversation with a native speaker. Having clear goals keeps you motivated. Remember, the key to all of this is consistency. It's better to do a little bit of English every day than to study for hours once a week. Make English a part of your daily routine, and you'll be amazed at how quickly you improve. Now, you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but I don't have time for all of this. Here's the amazing thing. You don't need extra time. You just need to do the things you already do, but in English. Watch TV? Watch it in English. Scroll through social media? Do it in English. Think about your day? Do it in English. By making these small changes, you're creating an English immersion environment without adding anything to your busy schedule. Learning English isn't just about studying grammar rules or memorizing vocabulary lists. It's about living the language. It's about making English a part of your everyday life. When you do this, you'll find that learning English becomes easier and more natural. You'll start to think in English, dream in English, and even joke in English. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. Every fluent English speaker started where you are now. The difference is that they kept going. They didn't give up, and they immersed themselves in the language. You can do the same. Learning English can open up a world of opportunities. It can help you in your career, allow you to make friends from around the world, and give you access to a wealth of information and entertainment. By using the power of immersion, you're not just learning a language, you're opening doors to a whole new world of possibilities. So, are you ready to transform your English learning journey? Are you excited to create your own English immersion world? It's time to take action. Start today by choosing one thing you'll do in English. Maybe you'll watch an English TV show tonight, or change your phone to English, or think of 5 things in your room in English. Whatever you choose, take that first step. Remember, every journey begins with a single step, and your journey to English fluency starts right now. Don't wait for the perfect moment to start. The perfect moment is now. Dive into the world of English immersion and watch your skills soar. You'll be amazed at how quickly you progress when you surround yourself with English every day. Learning English isn't just about studying, it's about living the language. So go out there and start living in English. Your future fluent self is waiting for you. Now, it's time for action. Take the first step towards English fluency today by choosing one immersion activity and doing it right now. Your English adventure begins here.